afternoon, everybody. Here in a dismal, grey, drab kind of weather on a Friday in Scunthorpe. But do you know what? It's all good inside because I've got this wonderful, now I can't remember what colour tile, look, my sort of pistachio light green tile. I've added a little bit of sunshine in there with some ink and a little bit of green around the edge, and I've used a little bit of my masquerade tile background stencils. Hi there, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Now, 494, goodness me, I need to talk about tile 500. It's coming. And of course, we've got a bit of a challenge, and I've already had 4 tiles in. So that's only 496 more tiles to come in. So you need to get onto that this weekend and get them in sent in for me. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, have a look at the post that Chris has pinned to the top of the page. We want to get 500 tiles in before we do tile 500. So looking forward to that. And okay, shall we make a start then on this dismal day? I'm going to come in with a pencil. And doesn't matter where you draw this. I think I'm going to go up in this sort of area. Not in the middle, but again, your choice. And I'm going to put myself a little bit of a shape in. I want kind of a, now I'm going to say kind of a house shape. So it's like this, look. And then it's got a line across there. Oh, hi everybody. See, I feel better already. You know, all this dismal colouring and things outside doesn't matter so much when you've got friends and we're all drawing, does it? It's all good fun. Now, don't worry if it's not exactly the same measurements. It doesn't matter. It's our little sort of shape we've got going on there. And I'm going to sort of come in again with lines. Now, I'm going to do this left-handed. So I'm going to do here, and I'm going to do lines this way, which for some of you might feel a bit weird. So please feel free to do it this way. Actually, shall I do it that way for a change? And I'll have the awkwardness. How's that sound? So here we go. What I'm going to do, I want to put a curve in. Look. There you go. See, a right-handed person, you'll find that a lot easier. So I'm going to turn it round. See, I've got to work at that. Feels weird. Do that again. And another one, look. Do it again. And another one. Let's have a look. There we go. Do it again. All right. And another one. A little bit like a firework, isn't it? It's not going to be when it's finished, but a bit of a firework going on. So I've done these curved lines coming off each of those. So I've used that line to kind of help me get that going. So that's where we're at with that. So far, so good? Okay. So what I'd like you to do with this line is continue it. So I'm going to bring it round. And it's going to kind of come on in here and touch. It will eventually. And then along. See this one, look? It's going to come along here and it's going to come along and touch eventually. Now, of course, we're doing this in pencil. We can make it work. See? And this one. So I'm going to go back and touch them after. And then this one. See, that one's going to be fine. It's going to touch. Look at that. It's quite nice, isn't it? Little Catherine wheel kind of thing. So what do I want to do with this? I do want to extend that out. So I've got a little bit of a shape there. Okay, so I can change that shape a little bit to sort of accommodate that look. And same kind of here. Look, I want a little bit of a kind of a triangle going in there, you see? So a little bit of a triangle look. Like so. Same there, a little bit of a triangle. So let's get this done in pen so we've got it how we want it, okay? So 03 pen at the ready. And I'm going to sort of follow, oh, is that, that's an 05. I thought that looked a bit big. Don't want that just yet. So see, look, I'm going to cut one in here. I'm going to put that in. I can curve it a bit more if I want. So along there, look, like so. Ooh. And then again, like so. So that little bit there, look, I can come in and I can just kind of fill it in with a bit of ink. And again. Now I'm hoping you're going to find this a little bit easier because I've done it sort of with the curves going the right-handed way, but that's fine. There we go, see, it's coming in. It's another line, isn't it? Let's finish that bit off there. Let's fill that bit in. This would look quite nice, wouldn't it, on a really dark background with lots of inking, and then there we go. Maybe, I don't know, maybe doing it in white or gold pen would be quite nice. Okay, so we've got that. I'm going to rub those, I'll rub some of those bits out now. I'm not going to too much because I don't want it to completely smudge around those darker sections, but let's have a look at that. Okay, there you go. All right, so far so good. So I do want to come in, I'm going to bring that 5 in, and I'm going to fill in this section here. So the whole thing, look, I'm going to completely fill with ink. It's a bit different than using a brush. You've got to sort of work it back and forth a little bit more, but it works. So as soon as you can, I think, honestly, it would be nice to have it before the 6th. The 6th is the day we want to sort of announce which tile's going to be the winner. Not when I say the winner, which number tile, because we don't know whether we're going to get some the same or some not. So we want to launch your favourite tile, and I need to know that before the day. So the 5th of December is going to be the sort of the cut-off point. So I didn't want to give you too much time. I want you just to sort of think, right, I'm just going to get on with it. And that's the idea. But let's, yeah, see how it goes. All right. Okay, so let's take each one. Oh, Linda, you watch you with Donkey? Oh, bless. Does he trust you with Donkey then? He won't trust Dobby with Donkey. I've asked, well, Dobby's asked for a sleepover, and he's like, no, it's not happening. I wonder why. Oh, say hello to Donkey and tell John we miss him. Okay, I'm going to put this like little line in each one of these. Now I'm hoping that you've drawn this a decent size, because if it's really tiny, you're going to struggle a little bit with getting these shapes in, but you know, it's all good once we get the idea. I'm so looking forward to getting all your tiles. The first 4 that have come in, they're fabulous. Thank you so much. I won't name names just yet. There you go. All right, let's do this one. Can you imagine what 500 tiles is going to look like? It's going to be amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay. I'm following this round. Like so. Okay. So far, so good. So let's have a little look then. What I want to do is, I want to follow some lines through. So you see where we've got this line here. I'm going to continue this line. So I'm going to sort of join it there. And it's going to come under there, and then under there, and then that's not quite going to reach there, but it's going to go under there. You see? I know, Sue, nearly 5 years. Gosh, that's crazy. So the next one, see, I did this one here, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take this one, continue that line down, look. And then it's going to go under there, under there, under there, and under there, and out. Okay. And then let's take the next one. So again, look, follow this. There's my line, I'm extending it. So it's going to go underneath. You see, I'm keeping that kind of curve going. Not too worried about where it's going to end. Same with this one, look. Under there. Under. Under. So we're not doing unders and overs today. We're just doing unders. So this one, look. Finish that line there, look. And I'm going to continue it all the way around till it comes out. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that all of them? So yeah, let's do a check. Yeah, look at that. So okay, I want to double that line up. So I'm also going to extend that line there so it joins. You see, so I've done this side. I'm going to come in with this side now. So it's going to go underneath, underneath, like so, underneath. And then I'm going to extend it out just a little bit so it looks like it's going to get bigger as it goes along. Okay, and the next one. So there. See, that's just sort of join that line at the top's going underneath, following it through, look, and along. And then same with this one, underneath each one, and along we go. Next one, look, see that? Actually underneath, and out there. And I'm going to join those lines as well. Okay, so it's one more to do. Look, here we go. So see, that's already widening a little bit there. It's already telling me that it wants to move along a bit. Okay, let's have a look at that. See, I just want to get rid of the little bit there. Okay, so we've gone underneath completely with all of those. So yeah, it's looking good so far. Let's have a to see what's going on here now. I'm going to come in with my 5 pen and I'm going to fill in these little spaces inside there. See a little one there. Let's have a look. One there. And I'm going to come along this one. Into those. This is where I normally use my brush pen. I find it a lot quicker and easier, but I know some of you prefer to use the 05. Okay, and to this one. So it's immediately sort of kind of gives it a bit of drama, doesn't it? You see, you've got to keep going back and forth with that and filling those bits in. Alright, same with this one. Now this is quite a large one. How do we fill in a large area sort of with that 05 pen? So I've gone around it, so I've got a starting point. So I'm going to sort of do kind of zigzags and I'm going to go along, back and forth, working as I go. I'm just going to keep it going. It just looks a little bit, gets a bit easy then. And then you make sure that you've sort of kind of filled everything in. Sometimes it might take 2 layers, but that's probably fine, like doing one. You see that looks like I've got something inside a nibble. I can come in and change the shape there a little bit, see? Same in this one. And again, like sort of choosing my area, sort of like going around it so I know where I'm working to. And then filling it in as I go. All the way along. Okay. And into those bits, keeping it going. You see how it sort of changes, doesn't it? It looks different when you start filling things in with ink. Just makes it, the colours glow and sort of come alive as well. It's really nice. Same sort of thing. See, yeah, I find it better in like short bursts as I work my way along. And same in this one. Okay. Oh, we're on to food again, everybody. I've had a roast beef sandwich Tommy made me at lunchtime with a bag of plain crisps. Suits me fine. So that'll keep me going till tea time. And John's had a day off at home today, so not that he'll be cooking tea for me for when I get in. But, you know, he's pottering around doing a few bits, having a bit of a break. So, okay. And come in looking, you know, any sort of little lines you think, oh, I want to neaten up. Come on in and do it now. You can do that, it's fine. You know, if you need to. So that one's sitting in there, that's fine. Okay, happy with that, that's good. Happy with that. So let's have a little look at it. Okay. So next little bit then, what I want to do, let's have a look. We've got these lovely kind of shapes going on. But if we look at where we've gone to, see, we've got that line in at the top there. So we've followed this line and we've worked around. But what if we look at this line? You see this one? It kind of forms this shape here, so it's like the top of the moon shape. So where would that go? Let's have a look at it. So I'm going to follow this one, look. You might want to use your pencil and say, let's see where it goes. It's going to come round here, look. And it's going to come around here. You see where that sort of follows? So let's put the bits in that we can see with pen. Like so. So that's that one. So I might as well do this one at the same time. So it's going to follow suit, isn't it? It's going to kind of sit under there. And it's going to come out there. I'm going to go a little bit wider at the bottom. So that's that one there. Okay, so to help me, I can tick that one off. Say, right, I've done that one. Here we go, look. Hang on a second. Can you see that? Can you see that? There, I've done a tick. So now let's look at this one. See this here? So let's come around there. It's going to go around there. And it's going to go that way. So again, it's going to get a little bit wider as I work my way out. And again, I'm going to tick that so I know I've done that one so I don't get confused. So now I'm on to this one. Amazing, isn't it? Just putting a tick in, you sort of think, right, I know where I'm going now. A little bit wider. Again, let's tick that one. So now I'm on to this one. Follow the line. And it's going to kind of go under here, look. And along there. So, playing with that one, it's going to sort of come out there. So that's that one. I don't need to tick anymore now because I'm kind of on my last one. I've done that one. So we're on that one. See, we're not all eating. I'm not eating. I've had my lunch. So I'm literally now, well, you can see both my hands. I'm drawing. I've not even got a cup of tea yet. It's not got round to it. I know they're very busy packing after yesterday, so it might be that I have to go, God forbid, to go and make my own after this. What's happening? I know the world's gone a bit mad. Okay. Oh, Rose, is it? It's official. Yeah, I think we're going to have to definitely sort something for Tile 500. We're going to have cake that day. There you go. So I've got this kind of shape going on with all these lines coming off it. And what I want to do is I'm going to choose a side. It doesn't matter which. And I'm going to put a little faux stitch on it. So follow it round. And it's going to go underneath there, look. Now, if you can't fit this on, please don't worry about it. Mine's going to kind of end up in the middle anyway. And, yeah, Wendy, you could have Tuesdays as well. It's kind of stopping there. I'm going to imagine it's going behind there. So let's do the next one. So again, I've picked a side. So I'm going to come along with that. And in we go. And then this bit here. See how it sort of follows? Rose, do you know what? Yes, I am going to. I think yesterday I didn't get through as much of a demo as I wanted to. So I haven't finished making anything. I've left it all exactly as it is. And I'm going to do the bag. I'm going to do that live and finish it. So whatever bits I've got done, I'm going to carry on and do it. And I'm also going to do Maisie's dress as well. Because as much as I only did a little bit of it yesterday, I want to show you how the body and everything fits together. So I'm not 100% sure when. I'm going to try and get one or, if I can, both done this weekend. So I'm going to try and fit them in. Okay, so they'll be on the Sanntangle page. But rather than give you time now, if I go on when I've got chance, and then of course you can pick it up as and when. And I'm sure Chris will put it on YouTube and things like that as well. So I just think it's nice so you get the whole way of doing it, really. I mean, hopefully you got the idea of doing the elasticated sleeves yesterday. So, and the dress I was demoing yesterday, I would probably make that one first, so you get to grips with gathers and things, and then do the other one. Okay. All right. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with lines. I'm going to repeat it. I'm going to do the same on this one as well. But I think, yeah, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to come round and do that. Let's keep it kind of uniform today. Looks a bit crazy now, doesn't it? I think actually I'm going to sort of peter that one off so it looks like it's going underneath. Let's just have a look at that. I know, how dare me breathe. No, I will. I do really want to make that bag anyway. I want to get it used. Then I've got a choice of 2, haven't I? And I do apologise, the green fabric that I showed on the sample yesterday, I actually forgot to put that on the plan for Sewing Street, so I will put that straight on the website. And my website update is due tomorrow, so I'm going to get some bits and pieces on. I know it's been a while, but I've got to sort of get that done as well. Lots of things. Also, you know, new stencils, birthday shows coming up in December. Some cracking little things for that too. But let's take it one day at a time. Okay, here we go. Oh, I don't know, Chris, is it a little bit out of focus? There we go. I haven't touched anything, honest. I haven't. Okay, so see, just lines kind of all the way around. Yeah, look at that. So I'm going to choose one of the pieces. I'm going to go with this one, doesn't matter which. And I'm going to create like a swirl, starting from the inside, working my way out. And then I'm going to join it. Okay. And then I'm going to come out like this. Create a little leaf shape. Okay, let's just go out and see if I can bring it back in a bit so you can. Oh, doesn't want me to. Oh, it doesn't want me to move back. Oh, there you go. Okay. I'm sorry if it's a bit blurry. I don't know why. Let's do a few little wobbly lines that are coming around that. Bit of a flower. I'm going to do another. And it's going to join, look. And I'm going to go around like so. And go a second. And then back in. And again. And another one. And it's going to join again. Round. Back in. Okay, let's have a look at that in context. So they're not massive. You see these little gaps around it? I'm going to come in and fill it with some little swirls. So you've kind of got that going on in the background. A little bit there too. So I've still got to pick my tile as well. I don't know which tile I'm going to do. I don't know which my favourite is. Sarah's going to do one, Tommy's going to do one, and Alice is going to do one too. See, I've added a few more there. So let's go round, put some of these shapes into there. Again, look, the swirl, followed by 3 little petals. Same again, swirl, 3 little petals. So they can be quite close together. Just about putting them in there. See? So I'm going to come round and I'm going to do my flowers first. And then I'm going to go back in and put the swirls in afterwards. So swirl, petals. You see, I'm going to work my way around. Swirls. My petals, see a wavy line. Another one. Another one. Let's go in a little bit. Okay. Swirl, so it joins. And along. Let's put one in here. I don't kind of I want 3 in all in one go. I don't want 3 in every one. So let's gonna add another one. I'm not trying to make it match or anything. It's just sort of going as it is. And another one in here, look. There you go. I'm just going to go for 2 in this one. Round we go, see, under in it. Get one in there, look. Maybe just a swirl. And that one. All wavy lines. And along we go. Put one in there. Swirl that joins. And wavy lines. So yeah, you might want to watch this from the beginning again if you're not sure about how all these lines got twisted and put together. But I think once you get the hang of it, you'll be fine. It's following them through, taking one at a time, and just sort of imagining where they go. If you do a bit in pencil, then pen, then go back to pencil. Ooh, I did a few more there, look. It's all good. Onto that one. Oh, is that a cup of tea coming?
Yes, I'm nicking the cup.
Oh, fantastic.
Where is it?
I have no idea where it is.
Oh.
No idea.
Oh.
Could even be in the kitchen.
It could be.
I know.
I mean, I've put the kettle on, so that's...
Oh, that's a start. It certainly is. Okay, let's put some swirls in. I've done some in there. I'm not going to do too many in that one. So, you could always do these in different colours as well. And if you wanted a little bit lighter, you could bring them in and do them in a different colour. Maybe I could have done them in a green. I don't know. I'm going to put one in there. I'll just fill in the gaps and add a few around the areas. So it, you know, creates a bit of interest there. It's amazing, isn't it, how they build? And you find that you end up with all this detail. Never thought you'd get there. Okay. With that one. And this little bit here, look. And this one here. And sort of in and around. It's just so nice, isn't it? And they're not really tricky to do these, just so easy to work with. There you go. Let's have a little look at that. Okay, so I'm going to bring a little bit of colour in. I'm going to use my black editions here. And I'm going to bring my greens in. Let's have a look. What have I got? I've got my Peacock blue. It looks a little bit bluey green. It's like the sea blues and things, isn't it? And where I've got my sort of little faux stitching, I'm going to add a little bit there, just to that one edge. Along there. Okay. So if I bring in my green tea, add a little bit of that in as well. Okay, see it's sort of wandering up and along there. I'm going to bring that darker one back in just to help blend those two together. There we go. Look at that. All right. So let's do a similar sort of thing again. Let's find here little lines. So I'm going to come in. I've got my lighter green in hand. Let's do the lighter green first. Now notice I'm actually working with these lines that go one way. I'm only doing those 5. I'm not doing the ones that go the other way. Okay. All right, let's bring some of that darker one in. So this is the Peacock blue. So it's very sort of sea blue kind of colour, isn't it? This one's named after Tommy. Of course, all these pencils have got names after people we know, or they worked in the office, that kind of thing. So See, just adding that bit. Look at the difference that makes, adding that little bit of colour. You know, this is something, if you're doing the challenge 500 and you think, well, actually I like, I don't know, tile 3 and there was no colour on that, or it was a plain tile or anything, you can mix and match it. You don't have to do it the same, as long as it's got the essence of it there, you see. Okay, so I'm going to bring a bit of blue in. So I've got here, look, let's have a look. I wanted the Tranquil, a Tranquil blue. So I'm going to use that on the others. So you see you're getting a very definite kind of colour mix in here. So anything now that I can add a little bit on, I'm going to come in and add a little bit on. So, you know, just sort of giving it a little bit of a hint in there. Little bits in there too. And then I'm going to come in with Mindful Blue. So it's a little bit lighter. Again, I'm not trying to colour the whole thing. It's just about having a little hint in there. Just blending that in a little bit. Same with this one. And in there. So you think, oh, shall I colour my flowers or not? What am I going to do with that? I'm thinking about it. I don't want to go sort of completely out of colour range. You know, the blues are kind of working nicely. There you go. See little bits of colouring around. Look at that. Okay. So I'm going to bring a little bit of a bit of yellow in there, but I want a darker one. So I'm going to come with Locket Lane Orange. It looks orangey yellow, look. I just add a little bit. I'm not going to try and colour or blend them. I'm just adding a little bit of colour in there. Just sort of around that middle section. To those flowers. Thank you, Tommy.
It's okay.
For tea time. Look at that. Okay. See? And in along the side. I've not coloured the whole thing, but you can get the gist that there's a little bit of colour in there. So I'm going to bring my regular pencil in, and I want to put some in across these shapes. So on the edges, you see either side. So it doesn't matter what they go over or under. See, we're going to cross in places. I'm still going to do it straight over what's underneath it. And into that one. It's going to be quite interesting if you made a bigger piece, wouldn't it? And where would all these lines lead? And of course you could add lots of patterns inside these lines. You don't have to keep them plain. Yeah, you could change things about. Okay. It's for sure going to make you think about where you're putting your lines anyway, this one. Great one for the weekend. Okay. So let's bring my tortillon in. And I don't want it to sort of travel too far, so I'm going to go back and forth until I've softened it out enough to give it a little bit of shadow. See? So let's work my way around each one of those lines. Sort of, keep it again. I still can't press my forefinger onto the tile hard enough to keep it going. It still feels a bit numb, that does, to my encounter with the rotary cutter. See how it's sort of widening over, it's giving that a little bit of dimension. So it looks like it's sort of spinning out, and as it is, it's lifting, and that shadow's sort of casting as it goes. And along to those bits. each one. So that one there to do. And sometimes, you know, I know we tend to fill a whole tile, but this time having a little bit of a gap in places, it looks like it's spinning and it's disappearing off the tile. So having something a little bit interesting like that, I think makes a difference. So I do have with me a gold jelly roll. So what I'm going to do is add a couple of gold dots to this, so it looks a little bit like stars in the background. You can use a white gel pen if you've got one handy. But, sort of don't try and make it all the same. That should be enough. Look at that. I think I'm going to come out and do a few sort of out on here as well. I don't feel like I've used a gold pen in ages. And remember, don't go and sort of rub your hand across this, because as you know, you'll find that, you know, it'll smudge. So there we go, all done and sorted. Last thing to do is your initials. Other than that, have a lovely weekend, and I will see you hopefully at the weekend. Other than that, take care, and I'll see you soon. Okay, bye.